A very good morning to my dear students. In the previous lecture we have seen something about Boolean laws. Now in this lecture we will mainly concentrate on discussing different types of logic gates and especially the basic gates we will be discussing in this lecture. The main objective of this lecture is to understand about AND gate, OR gate, NOT gate. These are the three basic gates that are available. So we'll be discussing in detail about each and every basic gate: AND gate, OR gate and NOT gate. Next, in the last session we have seen about different types of Boolean laws like OR laws. What are the OR laws we have seen? We have seen OR laws as a plus 0 is equal to a. Similarly, a plus 1 is equal to 1, and a plus a bar is equal to 1, and what else, a plus a is equal to a. So these are the four OR laws available, and in a similar manner you can also have AND laws like this: a into 0 is equal to 0, and a into 1 is equal to a, and a into a bar is equal to 0, and a into a is equal to a. So these are the various AND laws available, and in addition to that you also studied NOT laws. So a is equal to a bar, not, and commutative law like a plus b is equal to b plus a, and next associative law a plus of b plus c is equal to a plus b plus c. This is about commutative law. Or you can also have a into bc is equal to ab into c. So these two represents commutative laws. And next, distributive law and all those things, and absorption laws, all those things we have seen in the previous class, which are mainly useful in the simplification of any type of Boolean expressions. And in today's lecture we will mainly concentrate on logic gates. Logic gate is nothing but a digital circuit with one or more inputs and only having one output. So logic gate is nothing but it is a digital circuit which will be taking more than one input, which will be taking or accepting one or more inputs, and it will be producing only one output. So that is the basic definition of a logic gate. It performs logical operation on the one or more input signals. It performs logical operation on one or more input signals based on the type of logic you are giving to that logical gate, and it produces single logical output. So any logic gate will be having only one logical output. So even though it has one or more input logical inputs, any logic gate, the output will be having only single output. So logic gates are also called as logic circuits. So these are the classification of different types of logic gates. So mainly logic gates are classified into three categories. First one is basic gates, second one is universal logic gates, and third one is derived gates or complex gates. So these are the classification of logic gates. So mainly the total logic gates are classified into three categories. First one is basic gates, second one is universal gates, and the third one is derived gates or complex gates. And again, basic gates are classified into three types: OR gate, AND gate, NOT gate. So these are the three basic gates available, and even universal gates are also classified into two categories: NAND gate and NOR gate. and derived gates are also classified into two categories, XOR and XNOR. So this is the whole classification of different types of logic gates. So overall, logic gates are classified into three categories like basic gates, universal gates and derived gates, and further basic gates are further classified into three: OR gate, AND gate, NOT gate, and universal gates are classified into again two further, that is NAND gate and NOR gate, and derived gates are classified into two further, that is XOR gate and XNOR gate. So this is the overall classification of logic gates. Next we will mainly concentrate on basic gates in this lecture. So the other gates we will be discussing it in the further lectures. First we will be mainly concentrate on basic gates in this lecture. In that, OR gate, AND gate and NOT gate, these are the three basic gates available for the implementation of any digital circuit. Before discussing the basic gates, we will see how we will be considering the binary voltage levels as logic 0 and logic 1 and all those things. So mainly voltages are used to represent logic values. In the previous lecture also we have seen logic values are not numerical values. Logic values are nothing but voltage levels. Okay, so since voltages are mainly used to represent the logic levels, like if a voltage is present or VCC or VDD is treated as logical 1. Similarly, 0 volts or ground or VSS is treated as logical 0. So some non-zero voltage level can be treated as logical 1 and 0 voltage level can be treated as logical 0. So logical values 1 and 0 are nothing but the voltages, magnitude of some voltages. So logic 1 and logic 0 are not numbers, they are instead they are nothing but the voltage levels. So depending upon the voltage level, its logic value is defined. So if a voltage is present or VCC or VDD, you can call that voltage level as logic 1, and if 0 volts is there or ground or even VSS, you can call that voltage level, you can call it as that logic level, you can call it as logic 0. So these voltage levels can be implemented, can be converted into logic levels with the help of a simple switch. A simple switch can provide a logic high or a logic low voltage level. We will see how a simple switch can be converted into logic level. If you observe the two switches available here, so here to the two switch, I am connecting VCC to one pole and ground to another one. One pole is there which is connected to, in the first switch this pole is connected to VCC, so that you are drawing VCC to the output. So here the logic 1 is available here. Similarly, here VCC is connected and ground is connected. Here the switch is connected to where? Ground, so that you will be available here ground or logic 0. Okay, so this is logic 1 and this will be logic 0. So this is how you are converting the voltage levels into logic levels, logic 1 and logic 0. So if the switch is connected to VCC, that will be logic 1. If the switch is connected to ground, that will be logic 0. So this is nothing but a simple switch which will be providing the two different logic levels, logic 1 and logic 0, depending upon how the switch is connected. If the switch is connected to VCC, you can the voltage level, that VCC voltage level can be treated as logic 1. If the switch is connected to ground, then the voltage level or the logic level, you can read it as logic 0. So there are two ways to connect a switch. Next we will see logic circuits are built from components called logic gates. So all the logic circuits are digital circuits. Instead, you can call it as digital circuits are built from the components called logic gates. So for any digital circuit, the basic building blocks happens to be the logic gates. So without logic gates, you cannot construct or you cannot design or you cannot manufacture any digital circuit, because logic gates happens to be the basic building blocks of any digital circuit. So logic gates are correspond to Boolean operation. So logic gates are mainly designed or manufactured based on the operation of Boolean operations only, which we have studied in the previous lecture, like OR operation, AND operation, NOT operation. And likewise, OR operation will be doing by OR gate, AND operation will be done by AND gate, NOT operation will be done by NOT gate. So that's why all these gates are called basic gates, which will be implementing the basic what uh, OR operation, AND operation, and NOT operations. So the logic gates corresponding to Boolean operation, OR and NOT. So these are the various symbols. These are the various symbols. Symbol of OR gate is like this: two inputs and only one output. Symbol of AND gate: two input and one output. Symbol of NOT gate: one input and one output. Like I said earlier, a logic gate is a digital circuit which will be accepting two or more or one or more inputs, and which will be producing only one output. If you observe any logic gate, the output will be only one single output, but it can accept one or more inputs. It can accept one or more inputs. So that is the basic definition of logic gate. And here in this we will be having the symbols of OR gate, AND gate, NOT gate. So these are the three basic gates available. Next we will mainly concentrate on OR gate. So OR gate also accepts two or more inputs and produces only one output. It performs logic OR operation. What do you mean by it performs logic OR operation? We have already seen logic OR operation, that is 0 plus 0 is equal to 0, 0 plus 1 is equal to 1, 1 plus 0 is equal to 1, 1 plus 1 is equal to 1. So this is the logical OR operation, and this will be performed by a logic circuit called as OR gate. This OR operation will be performed by a logic gate called as OR gate. That's why, so this is the logical OR gate. It accepts two or more inputs and producing only one output. It performs logical OR operation. We will see the symbol. So the symbol of OR gate is like this. For this symbol, this OR gate, you can call it as two input OR gate. This symbol you are calling it as two input OR gate. So always the naming for OR gate is mainly done with respect to the number of inputs. Okay, it cannot be done with respect to the number of outputs, because any basic gate or logic gate consists of only single output, but it can accept two or more inputs. So since for this OR gate you are using only two inputs, it is called as two input OR gate. It is called as two input OR gate, where A and B are the inputs and Y is output, and this Y is equal to A plus B is the expression for the output of OR gate. Y is equal to A plus B is the expression for the output of OR gate. Next we will see the Boolean expression. Y is equal to A or B. So this is the Boolean expression, or mathematically you can express the output of OR gate as Y is equal to A plus B, where A and B are the input variables and Y is the output variable, where A and B are the input variables and Y is the output variable. So this is the IEEE symbol of OR gate. Two input OR gate, I can say. So it will be accepting two inputs and producing one output. Next we will see the functioning of OR gate using the switches. We will see functioning of OR gate using the switches. So let us consider the circuit, simple electrical circuit using switches and lamp and supply, how this OR function will be done by using this circuit. So here I am using a power supply, that is VCC or 5 volts, anything non-zero voltage, DC voltage I am applying here, and I am using two switches which are connected in parallel. I am using two switches which are connected in parallel, and based on the status of these switches, whether the switches are open or closed, for the different combinations of these two switches, the lamp will be either glow or it will not glow. Either the lamp will be turned on or turned off depending upon the status of these switches. Depending upon the status of switches. What do you mean by status of switch? uh, Whether this switch is open or closed, whether this switch is open or closed. So based on the status of these switches, due to this continuous power supply in the circuit, the lamp will be turned on or off. Okay, so you can consider these switches as the inputs to the OR gate. You can consider the two switches as two inputs to the OR gate. For example, one switch is A and the other switch is B, and you can consider the glow lamp turned on and turned off will be as Y, that is nothing but output of OR gate. So two switches, two inputs like A and B, and the output will be Y, so that you can have four different combinations per input: 0 0, 0 1, 1 0 and 1 1. So these are the four input combinations. Correspondingly, how the output will be varying, we need to observe. Okay, now if you consider the first condition, switch A is 0 and switch B is also 0. What do you mean by switch is 0? So a switch 0 means what? An open switch is considered as logic 0, a closed switch is considered as logic 1. Why an open switch is considered as logic 0? Because if you simply consider a switch like this, where some VCC is available here, if you want to transfer this VCC here, I need to close this switch so that logic 1 will be available. That means a closed switch can be treated as logic 1, and open switch can be treated as logic 0. Are you understanding? So when you are assuming that 0 and 0 are present at the corresponding switches, that means switch is open, that corresponding switch is open. So switch A is open and switch B is also open, so that there is no closed path in this circuit. So that there is no closed path in this circuit for the current to flow. So when there is no current flow, the corresponding lamp will not glow. So whenever the corresponding lamp is not glowing, you can assume that the status of output as logic 0. That means the lamp is turned off. Off state means you can consider it with as logic 0. Okay, so for 0 and 0, 0 plus 0, you will be getting logical 0. Okay, similarly, that means 0 plus 0 means when the two switches are open, the lamp will not glow, it is turned off, the lamp is off, so that's why the output is also 0. Similarly, if you consider the second case, that is 0 plus 1, so one switch is open and the other switch is closed. So whenever the other switch is closed, what happens? If, let us assume this switch is closed like this. Okay, so that a closed path exists through this closed switch, so that the lamp will be glowing. So that you can assume that glowing of the lamp as logic 1. You can assume the glowing of the lamp as logic 1. So that's why for 0 plus 1, one switch is open and one more another switch is closed, so that output is equal to 1. So current will be flowing in this manner, so that the lamp will glow. That's why the output you are considering it as logic 1. If you consider the other case, 1 plus 0, 1 again. In this case also, one switch is closed, A is closed and B is open. A is closed and B is open, so that the current will be flowing through the switch A. Current will be flowing through the switch A, so that lamp will glow in this direction. Okay, so that in that case also the output is logic 1, because the lamp will glow. If you observe even the last case also, 1 plus 1, that means both the switches are closed. Current will be flowing through this, current will be flowing through this and also through this, so that the lamp will be glow. And in that case also the output of the circuit will be equal to 1, that means the lamp will glow. So having discussed all the four combinations, okay, so 0 plus 0 is equal to 0, 0 plus 1 is equal to 1, 1 plus 0 is equal to 1, and 1 plus 1 is equal to 1. You can have the functioning of OR laws using the switches, and this itself is nothing but the OR gate functioning. So this is how you can observe. Okay, so I'm considering the two switches. I'm considering the two switches A and B, and we are having the two switches, so that you'll be having four different combinations. Open, switch A is open, switch B is open, one combination. Switch A is open, switch B is closed, second combination. Switch A is closed and switch B is open, third combination, and both the switches are closed, fourth combination. So for all these combinations, you are analyzing the lamp condition, whether it is glown or off, whether it is turned on or turned off. Okay, so for open condition, so since both the switches are opened, there is no current flow in the circuit. That's why lamp will not glow, and that off state you are considering it as logic 0. Similarly, when switch A is open and switch B is closed, current will be flowing through the path of switch B and lamp will be glown, so that lamp will be in on state, and you can consider that logic state as logic 1. Okay, and similarly for the third combination, switch A is closed and switch B is open, then the current will be flowing through the path of switch A, and then the light will the lamp will glow, so that you can consider it as logical 1. And similarly for the last case also, since both the switches are closed, current will be flowing through through the path of both the switches, and the lamp will be glown, and you are considering that as lamp on. So that you can have the equivalent logic levels like this. Whenever the switch is open, you can consider the logic as logic 0, 0, and correspondingly lamp is off means you can consider that off lamp as logical 0. So for 0 0 combination, you are getting logic 0, and switch A is open means again 0, close means 1, so the lamp is on, that means logic 1. Similarly, switch A is closed 1, switch B is open, that is 0, and lamp will be on, that is 1. And switch A is closed 1, switch B is closed 1, and lamp is on 1. So this is the corresponding truth table for OR gate. Here you are considering the input logic levels as logic 0. You are considering it when the switch is open or off, and logic 1 you are considering when the switch is closed or on. Similarly for output logic levels, the lamp condition, logic 0 you are considering for off state of the lamp, and logic 1 you are considering for on state of the lamp. So based on this you are deriving this truth table. Next we will see the implementation of OR gate. Instead of implementing the OR gate operation with the help of switches, you can also implement the OR gate operation with the help of transistors and diodes. Okay, here if you observe, the two transistors are acting like switches, and even in this diode OR gate also, the two diodes are acting like switches. So whenever the transistor is turned on, it will be treated as closed switch. Whenever the transistor is turned off, it will be treated as open switch. Okay, again the same combinations you can observe. If both the switches are open, that means both the transistors are acting as open switch, then output is directly connected to ground. Output is directly connected to ground. So output is not connected to VCC means, or high voltage means, it is connected to ground, so that we'll be getting zero output. So for 0 0 combination of inputs, you'll be getting zero output. Similarly, for 1 0 combination, for A is equal to 1 and B is equal to 0, this transistor will be on, this transistor will be on, and this transistor will be off, that means open switch. So transistor A will be turned on, closed switch, and transistor B will be turned off, open switch. So for this combination, how the output is connected? So the output is connected to VCC through the transistor, through the first transistor, so that for 1 0 combination, you will be getting the output as 1. You will be getting the output as 1. So since this is turned off, there is no connection. Since the top transistor is turned on, output is directly connected to high voltage or VCC, so that output is equal to logic 1 for 1 0 combination. And for another combination also, you can observe, for A is equal to 0 and B is equal to 1, this transistor will be off, this transistor will be off, and this transistor will be on. Whenever this transistor is on, then what will happen? Output is connected to VCC with the help of this transistor. Okay, so in for 0 1 combination also, you'll be getting the output as 1. For 0 1 combination also, you'll be getting the output as 1. Similarly, for last combination, if you observe, for 1 1 combination of inputs, since both the transistors are high, since both the transistors are on, output is connected to VCC like this, and output is also connected to VCC like this, so that overall we'll be getting the output of the OR gate as logic 1. So for all the combinations, it is satisfying the OR operation for 0 0, 0 1, 1 0, and 1 1. And you can also analyze the same thing for even for this diode OR gate. For 0 0, 0 1, 1 0, and 1 1, you can analyze the same as we have analyzed for transistor circuit. The same operation you will be getting even for this diode OR gate. Okay, so these are the different ways of implementing the OR gate. Not only with the help of switches, you can also use the transistor circuit or diode circuit for implementation of OR gate. Next we will see how you are defining the OR gate. So OR gate output is high if any or all the inputs are high. OR gate output is high if any or all the inputs are high. You already know, or the OR gate will be implementing basic OR logic operation. So logical OR operation means 0 plus 0 is equal to 0, 0 plus 1 is equal to 1, 1 plus 0 is equal to 1, and 1 plus 1 is equal to 1. So what is the first condition? The output is high if any or all the inputs are high. So if you observe the last three combination, if any or all the inputs are high, then the output will be equal to 1. Then the output will be equal to 1. Output is high if any or all the inputs are high. Similarly, the output is low when all the inputs are low. So when all the inputs are low, its output is low. Its output is low. So this is the basic definition of OR gate. So OR gate is defined as the output is high if any or all the inputs are high, and output is low only when all the inputs are low. So this is the basic definition of OR gate. This is how you are defining the OR gate. And now we will see the OR gate operation. So this is the symbol of OR gate, and you are considering two input OR gate for which you are giving 0 and 0, so that what you will be getting the output, you will be getting the output as 0. For 0 plus 0, you need to get the output as 0. So the output will be, what? Output will be 0 for 0 plus 0 combination. And second combination 0 plus 1, you will be getting the output as 1. For 0 plus 1, you will be getting the output as 1 for OR gate. Similarly, for 1 plus 0 also, you will be getting the output as 1, and for 1 plus 1 combination also, you will be getting the output as 1. So that the truth table of OR gate is derived like this for different combinations. For 0 0 combination, you will be getting the output of OR gate as 0. For 0 1 and 1 0 and 1 1 combinations, you will be getting the output of OR gate as 1s. So this truth table shows all the input output possibilities of the logic circuit. So this is the truth table of two input OR gate, I can say. This is the truth table of two input OR gate because it is accepting only two inputs. So based on the two inputs, which will be giving four different input combinations 0 0, 0 1, 1 0 and 1 1, the correspondingly the output of OR gate will be responding for different combinations of two inputs. So this is something about the OR gates. Next we will mainly concentrate on now AND gate, which will be again accepting two or more inputs and produces only one output. It performs logical AND operation. What do you mean by logical AND operation? It is 0 into 0 is equal to 0, 0 into 1 is equal to 0, 1 into 0 is equal to 0, and 1 into 1 is equal to 1. In the similar manner, you can analyze the operation of AND gate like this. If all the inputs are high, then only the output is high. If any of the input is low, then the output is low. So if all the inputs are high, then only the output of the AND gate is high. If any of the input is low, then the output will be equal to 0. So this is how you are defining the AND gate operation. Next we will see the AND gate symbol. So this is the symbol of AND gate. Symbol of, I can say, two input AND gate. This is the symbol of two input AND gate, and the output expression y is equal to a into b. So this is the output expression of AND gate. Next we will observe the Boolean expression y equals to a and b, a dot b, which is nothing but you can directly write it as y is equal to ab. Okay, so this is the expression for AND gate. So you can also observe the IEEE symbol for AND gate, which will be having two or more inputs, and ANDing between two or more inputs will give you the output AND gate y. Next we will also see the functioning of AND gate using switches. So in the case of OR gate functioning, I have connected the switches in parallel, and in the case of AND gate functioning using switches, I am connecting the two switches in series because both the switches are to be closed for the lamp to glow. That means both the switches A and B has to be closed for the lamp to glow, because when both the switches are closed only, then only the closed path will be existed in this loop. So for the current to flow in this circuit, both the switches A and B has to be closed, then only the lamp will glow. So closing of both the switches can be treated as 1-1 combination of inputs, so that you will be getting the output as 1, which is nothing but glowing the lamp. And for all the other combinations, you will be getting logic 0 as output. That means lamp will not glow. We will see the combinations. Switch A is open and open, the lamp will be off. And for switch B, second combination, switch A is open and switch B is closed, then in that case also lamp will be off. And switch A is closed, switch B is open, in that case also lamp will be off. And last combination, switch A is closed, both the switches are closed, lamp will be on. Because since the switches are connected in series, both the switches has to be closed for the current path to exist in this loop. When any one of the switches open or both the switches are open, then there is no closed path in this circuit, so that lamp will not glow, that you are treating it as off state. So this is the truth table for the above switch circuit. We will see the same operation we will see. So for 0 0 combination, that means when both the switches are opened, lamp will not glow, that means you can treat that state as logic 0. And for 1 0 combination also, even though switch A is closed and since switch B is opened, there is no closed path exist in this loop, that's why you are getting the output as logic 0, which is nothing but lamp is not glown. Similarly, for the third case, 0 into 1 is equal to 0 also, switch A is open and even though switch B is closed, since switch A is open, there is no closed path for the current to flow and for the lamp to glow. So that's why, since lamp is not glown, you can treat that state as logic 0. And for the last combination only, when both the switches are closed, then there exists a closed path in the circuit, so that lamp will glow, so that you are treating that glown lamp as logic 1 state, on state of lamp as logic 1 state. So this is the detailed explanation of AND gate and function using switch circuit for different input combinations. And now this is the AND gate operation. For 0 0 input combinations, you will be getting logic 0 as output, and for 0 1 also you will be getting logic 0 as output, and for 1 0 input combination also you will be getting logic 0 as output, and for 1 1 combination only you will be getting logic 1 as output. So this is the truth table of AND gate. For the different input 2 input combinations, like 4 combinations, you will be defining the 4 outputs. So AND gate output will be 1 only when all the inputs are 1. If any one of the input is 0, then the AND gate output will be equal to 0. That is the basic definition of AND gate. Next we will observe the transistor AND gate and diode AND gate circuits. You can also analyze the same thing. If you observe for the first combination, for 0 0 input combination, here the transistors or diodes will be acting like switches. Okay, so when 0 is applied, transistor will be off, so both the transistors are off, there is no connection between output and VCC. Instead, output is connected to ground, so output will be equal to 0 for 0 0 input combination. And if you observe the transistor OR gate circuit, in that the two transistors are connected in parallel, whereas in the case of transistor AND gate circuit, the two transistors are connected in series. So if you want to connect the output to VCC, if you want to connect the output to VCC, what is the only condition? Both the transistors have to be turned on. Both the transistors have to be turned on, and that is possible only when A and B inputs are 1. So when if you want to turn on both the transistors, the input combination will be only A is equal to 1 and B is equal to 1. Then only the output is connected to VCC and you will be getting the output as 1. So if any one of the input or all the inputs are zeros, if any one of the input or all the inputs are zeros, what will happen? There is no connection between output and VCC. There is no connection between output and VCC, because for A is equal to 0, this transistor will be off. That means you can treat the transistor as open switch. You can treat the transistor as open switch, so that there is no connection between output and VCC, and output is connected to ground. Output is so for 0 0 combination, 0 1 combination, and 1 0 combination, any one of the transistor will be off, and for 0 0 combination both the transistors are off. You can treat those transistors as open switches, and in all the three combinations you'll be getting the output as output is connected to ground, and that is nothing but 0. And for only 1 1 combination, output is connected to VCC, so that the output will be equal to 1, because both the transistors are in on state. On state means you can replace the transistors with closed switch, so that the output is connected to ground. So this is the analyzation of transistor AND gate for different input combinations 0 0, 0 1, 1 0 and 1 1. And in the similar manner you can also analyze the circuit for diode AND gate. Next we will see something about NOT gate. NOT gate, it has only one input and correspondingly it will be producing one output. The output is always the complement of its input. So the NOT function is often called as inverter, negation, complement, NOT. All those things are one and the same, like inversion, or complement, negation or NOT. All the terminology is one and the same. It is nothing but inversion or complement or negation or NOT are one and the same. So we'll be simply inverting or complementing the given input. If 1 is given as input, you'll be getting 0 as output of NOT gate. If 0 is given as input to the NOT gate, you'll be getting 1 as output. Simply it is inverting the input you are giving and producing at the output. Used for generating the ones complement. So NOT gate is mainly used for generating the ones complement. So symbol is like this. It will be having only one input, let us say A, and the output of NOT gate will be equal to A bar. So expression will be A is equal to A bar. So A is equal to A bar is the, or you can call it as, instead of expressing the output as A, you can consider Y. So Y is equal to A bar is the output expression of NOT gate. If the input is 1, you'll be getting the output as 0. If the input is 0, you'll be getting the output as 1. NOT gate symbol, for 0 input you'll be getting the output as 1, and for 1 input you'll be getting the output as 0. And this is the truth table for input A, that is for input 0 you'll be getting the output as 1, for input 1 you'll be getting the output as 0. So this is the simple NOT gate using transistor circuit. For example, if the input is 0, this transistor will be acting like open switch. This transistor will be acting like open switch, so that the output is connected to VCC. So output you will be getting it as logic 1. So for 0 input, transistor will be acting like open switch. Transistor will be acting like open switch, so that output is directly connected to VCC and you'll be getting the output as logic 1. Similarly, if the input is logic 1, what will happen? The transistor is a closed switch. The transistor is a closed switch, so that the output is directly connected to ground and you'll be getting the output as 0. So for a given 1 input you will be getting 0 output, and similarly for a given 0 input you will be getting 1 as output. So this is a simple transistor circuit which will be implementing the operation of NOT gate or inversion or negation. All the terminology is one and the same. Next we will move on to the summary. We have discussed about symbol, operation and truth tables of all the basic gates, that is OR, AND and NOT. So these are all the 3 basic gates available, and we have seen in detail about the symbol of OR gate, operation of OR gate and truth tables of all the basic gates. You can also observe till now we have seen only 2 inputs. We have discussed the basic gates with the help of only considering 2 inputs. like 2 input OR gate, 2 input AND gate we have seen, and you can also have 2 or more inputs logic basic gates, that is 3 input OR gate. So this is 3 input OR gate, and n input OR gate, more than 3 inputs, 3 input AND gate, and n input AND gate likewise. Okay, and even though you are considering the number of more than 2 or 3 or 4 inputs, but if you observe, for any logic gate you'll be producing only one output, remember this. Okay, so irrespective of the number of inputs you are applying to the basic gate or logic gate, you'll be getting only one possible output for any gate, for any logic gate. So we will see some quiz. The maximum number of input possibilities for 4 input OR gate is how much? So if you observe, for 2 input OR gate you will be getting 4 combinations. For 2 input OR gate means, let us say A and B are the 2 inputs, for which how many combinations you will be getting? 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. That means 4 combinations. So for 2 inputs you will be getting 2 square number of combinations. Similarly, for 4 inputs you will be getting 2 to the power of 4 number of combinations. 2 to the power of 4 number of combinations. Similarly, for n inputs you will be getting 2 to the power of n number of combinations. So since in the question what he has asked, the maximum number of input possibilities for 4 input OR gates will be 2 to the power of 4, that is 16. So option B is correct. Okay, so the formula for the finding out the input possibilities will be 2 to the power of n, where n is number of inputs, Okay, so this is the formula for finding out the input possibilities. Next, a certain 3 input logic gate has 3 inputs, A is equal to 1, B is equal to 0, and C is equal to 0. If its output Y is equal to 1, then the gate will be what? It will be definitely OR gate and also NAND, I think. So the option will be either NAND or OR. We will see this NAND and OR gates in the next lecture. So for the time being, the answer will be D, either NAND or OR gate. Definitely, according to this lecture, I can say OR gate will be the answer, because for 1 plus 0 plus 0 combinations, you will be getting the output as 1 for only OR gate. For AND gate, the output will be 0. Okay. Next, in a 4 input AND gate, the total number of high outputs for 16 input states are. So in a 4 input AND gate, the total number of high outputs. So when the output of AND gate will be high? When only all the inputs are high. Since here I am considering 4 input AND gate, I need to consider 4 inputs as logic 1, and this 4 inputs as logic 1 will be having only one combination of input. So only for one input combination, that to 1 1 1 1, you will be getting the number of you will be getting the output as high. So the total number of high outputs for 16 input states are only one only. So only for one input combination, and that input combination happen to be all ones. And for all the remaining 15 combinations, you will be getting the output of AND gate as logic 0. And for only this input combination of 4 input AND gate, you will be getting the output as logic 1. So only one combination you will be getting the output of AND gate as logic 1. And IEEE symbol represents dash gate. This will be, I think, NOR gate, which we will be discussing in the next session. So this is NOR gate. So these are some of the questions, frequently asked questions. Okay, try and explain the symbol, truth table, and operation of basic gates. Okay, so that's it for this session. Thank you for listening.